another gear review today. We're going to be looking at the Blast 30. This is a 30-liter pack from ZPacks. So let's take a look at what we've got. I've got the forest green Cuban fiber Blast 30 from ZPacks. This is one of the nicest packs I've ever worn. Okay, I bought this used from a Hammock Forums member, Luke. Thanks, Luke. Well, this pack, the standard pack, ZPacks Blast 30, weighs 9 ounces. This pack has some additional features that were added on. So the whole pack, as you see it right here, weighs 12 1/4 ounces. And it has these carbon fiber stays. And when you take the stays out, the pack weighs 11 1/4 ounces. Okay, let's take a look at the features of the Blast 30. First, we have the big mesh pocket, and this pocket carries a lot of gear. Your wet tarp, your wet poncho, whatever. On my most recent What's in My Pack video, you can see what I've got in this outer mesh pocket, and I haven't filled it. It's a lot of room. Okay, the pack also has compression straps at the bottom, or if you want to put a sleeping pad in here, and extra tie-out loops, 1, 2, and 3. These are standard. Now, this pack has a roll top as opposed to the draw cord top. The standard ZPacks has a draw cord top, but this one has a roll top. And Joe at ZPacks has done a real nice job with this. He's got 2 little tabs right in the middle, and he's got a belt and loop closure at the top. So when you explode this thing up, you can see how big that is. That's a big pack. There's my arm. It's the full length of my arm. So you can see how long that is. Okay? When you want to close the pack, you've got it loaded up. You just pull it like that, Velcro, and it's a roll top. 1, 2, 3, and then close it with the little teeny clips, and you have a waterproof pack. Look how small those clips are. There's my thumb, there's the clip. Very lightweight pack. Also has 2 compression straps on each side. It's almost like a shoelace that he's got using for the compression straps, and then a line lock. So there's a bottom strap and a top strap. Then he has these pockets. These are a polyester Cuban material. It's a solid pocket, but it's big enough for a 1.5 liter water bottle, or if you get one of those skinnier 2-liter bottles, they fit in there real nice. Also, since it's a solid pocket, Joe, who's ZPacks, is thinking he's put a little drain hole at the bottom. Now, once you get your pack loaded and you roll your top down, Joe has a compression strap at the top. Just a center compression strap. Pull it down tight. On the standard pack, you can take this, and he's got a little line lock at the bottom, and you can connect the line lock down here and just hook it onto this loop and compress your pack that way. On this particular pack, because it's a roll top, he doesn't have that. Turning the pack around, you can see that we have a carry loop, and we have the shoulder straps. These are the standard ZPack shoulder straps. It's a very dense foam. It's not very thick, but for a lightweight pack, you don't need real thick padding. On this pack, as an additional feature, as an extra, it's got the load lifters. I particularly like the load lifters. I just like to be able to adjust my pack back and forth on my back as I hike. This pack has a sternum strap, standard, and it has the daisy chain on your shoulder straps. Also, the pack has, standard, a sewn-on hip belt. Again, it's that thin but dense padding. Very comfortable when you're wearing a 20-pound or so load. Joe has sewn the shoulder straps onto the hip belt in such a way that when you adjust the shoulder straps, it automatically stabilizes your load. So he gets rid of the need for a load stabilizer strap at the bottom of the pack. So I'll show you how that is tied in there at the corner. So as you can see, when you adjust your shoulder strap, that cinches the load in at your hips. Very helpful. Another extra on this pack is the hip belt pockets. These are removable. I haven't had these before, and I really like them. These are big enough to carry, say, a wallet and a cell phone in one pocket. On the inside, he's also got a little loop, so if you need to attach your keys or something that you don't want to fall out of the hip belt pocket, you can snap it on there with a snap link. The zipper on these is a waterproof zipper on these hip belt pockets. So it's rubberized waterproof pocket. Very, very well designed. And on this pack also are the carbon fiber stays. This carbon fiber stay weighs 1/2 of an ounce, and the other one weighs 1/2 of an ounce. Very, very easy to take these stays off. I haven't actually used these because I haven't put more than 18 pounds in this pack yet. But to take this stay off, all you do is loosen the bottom strap, open it up, expose the bottom of your stay, and pull it out. That's it. To insert it, it's the same, it's the reverse process. You just insert it right through here. There's a little loop here on the pack. You don't necessarily have to use it, but I think it's a good idea. Stick it through. Then you go all the way up to the top, and there's just a little pocket right here. Stick it in. Tighten it down. Put the stay inside the bottom strap, and all you have to do is tighten it down. And that compresses your stay up into the pocket at the top. And there you go. There's your stay. It's installed. Another good feature of this pack is that for every point where there is a stress point, where there's a connection point, Joe has put extra material on the inside of the pack. So wherever there's a connection point to the pack, Joe has reinforcement sewn on the inside of the pack. Here you can see where one of the compression straps attaches, and here's where another compression strap attaches. You can see the stitching, at least double stitching on every spot. Then where you have particular stress points and wear points, say the bottom of the pack and the top of the pack, he has put in an extra piece of heavy-duty fabric on the inside of the pack and sewn through that. That's the bottom of the pack, and that is where the shoulder straps attach. And of course, all the stitching is done with X's and bar tacks and double stitched. No issues with any sewing or any of the stitching on this pack. Very, very well made. The craftsmanship is top notch. Joe at ZPacks obviously makes all these by hand, one at a time. This is a Cuban pack. Very lightweight, but the Cuban is very strong. These pockets, again, very, very strong material. You're not going to tear that pocket. One of the things about this pocket is when you're hiking, if you're going to brush against little sticks and branches and whatnot along the trail, nothing's catching on this pocket. It's hitting and it's coming right off. I scraped it across several branches on my last hike, and no issues at all. No issues. So that's the ZPacks Blast 30. It's a 30-liter pack. It's a well-designed pack. Joe, who's a hiker, knows what he's doing. He knows what a hiker needs. And I have to give kudos to a well-designed and a well-built pack. The lightest pack I've ever worn. When you wear this, it's like you're not wearing a pack at all. The only weight you actually have on you is your gear. That's the Blast 30. This is Jim, signing off. Well, removing these stays is really as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, loosen the bottom strap. 2, remove the bottom strap out of the way. 3, pull your stay out. That's it. And installing them is the same way. 1, insert your stay. 2, put it inside the strap. 3, tighten it. And that's all there is to it. A really well designed system.